What's going on, guys? King Shrats here, back in another video on the channel, and today we have got back in the kitchen. It's been a while. It just feels like it's been forever. We went with the OG, couple of variations. You already know the vibes. We made ourselves a burrito bowl. Real easy, real simple. Let me take you through the steps. First thing you did in the pan with a little bit of spray, we've got our pepper blend, mixed pepper blend. It's just yellow peppers, green peppers, red peppers, just peppers. Put that in there with a little bit of garlic. Let that sweat down, saute down. Then we added our ground beef, seasoned it up. I don't remember what I put in there, but I'm gonna run it across your screen right now because I have no idea what it is. I know there's chili powder and salt and pepper. I think I threw that sazon tropical in there. You know, that's my stuff. I put it on basically everything at this point. But obviously with the blend of seasonings in there, it does add a taco seasoning kind of flavor to it. And I also used some adobo, the low sodium version of it, but not too much of it. I gotta get rid of it. Not gonna lie. We cooked that down. Of course, we just let that cook down real simple for a while until it was ready to go. At the same time, we got our rice. A lot of people ask about the rice and what I'm doing, so I kind of just put it in the video as well. So I've got a bag of cauliflower rice. It's 100 calories worth of cauliflower rice. It's in the bag. It's on the nutrition facts. So when I put that in there, I've got my full bag. Then we have 300 grams of regular long grain rice that we put in the steamer. Added that to it. At that point, you just stir it up, then you can season it accordingly. I use lime juice and cilantro because I heard that's how Chipotle makes theirs. Even though Chipotle is ass, I do like the rice without all the oil in it. So that is what I put in there, as well as just some salt and pepper. And we stirred that up. That is it. Added it to our bowl. So we've got the bottom layer of the rice. Then we added our black beans. I think there's about a cup in there. After that, added our ground beef mixture. Then we added our cheese sauce. It is just Tostitos queso. Little diet hack. What I do with my Tostitos queso a lot is I will actually add water to it. Not too much, but just to kind of, because it is very thick to begin with, so I add a little bit just to make it thinner, but it also adds volume to it. People do that with soy sauce too, another hack for your sushi or whatever you're using. They'll add water to it because soy sauce is a very strong flavor, so you don't really need too much of it. So we added our cheese sauce, and then we've got our salsa verde. I actually got this from the dollar store, but it's one of my favorite brands. I think I got a video of it. Added that to it. And then we got our Nashville hot Cheetos. This is where I wanted to do it anyway. I was gonna make a burrito with it, but I got lazy, so I didn't make the burrito. I made the burrito bowl, but we added it to the top of that. And then we have a tortilla because I was gonna make a burrito, but I'm just gonna use it like I was just making, like, you know, like a pita bread. I'm just gonna use this little, like a scoop, spoon, whatever you want to call it. But quick little review for those who haven't seen it. Nashville hot Cheetos. I've had these once, and I think they're good as hell. I actually might like these more than regular Flamin' Hot Cheetos. If you like Nashville hot chicken, it doesn't have the chicken taste, but I do have Nashville hot seasoning, and it tastes exactly like it. I haven't had one yet, but oh, the smell of vision. So let me just show you one real quick. Here's the box bag. It's been a long day. Let me give you one real quick. So that's the Nashville hot Cheeto. I found these Dollar General. Those things are good, man. Totally different from Flamin' Hot. Still has good spice to it, but it just has that same seasoning you get with the Nashville hot chicken. Oh, nice little tingle. Did I just say tingle? I'm losing my mind. It's been a very, 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 very long day. Yeah, so I didn't know if I was gonna record today, to be honest. You can tell I'm shot. All right, let's get you serving here. Here we go. Make sure we get a Cheeto on there. Cheeto! Hey! 2 Cheetos for the price of 1. Oh, damn, that's good. The food makes it okay. There we go. It's such a simple meal, but burrito bowls are just, you change the meat, you can change what you put on it. You know? Did you catch that? Alright. So we're gonna do this just like I was eating it, like halal, guys. I'm just gonna go like that. And go like that. We get the beef. Here we go. And we got ourselves a little mini taco. Country. Food makes everything better. This is what I'm doing. Pink lemonade. I ain't even got a glass this time. I forgot to wash my my coldest water bottle. So I didn't even bother. It's been a long day. Food just makes everything better. No, you see me, I'm just doing it in. Got to watch football tonight, that's good. Playoffs. Is your team still in it? You watch NFL? Anybody? Where my Cowboys fans at? Listen. All my people who know about NFL stuff. I don't want to dance on anybody's grave, but listen. Cowboys fans, y'all be asking for it, bro. Y'all be asking for it. Y'all are the loudest people in the world when you win games. Obviously, I'm born and raised in New Jersey, but there are a lot of Cowboys fans in New Jersey, believe it or not. Obviously, the majority of people root for the Giants and the Jets in my area. You'll get a sprinkling of Eagles fans because, like, South Jersey predominantly roots for Philadelphia teams. So, you'll get some Eagles fans in there. Random Bills fan every once in a while. A couple of Steelers fans. Bandwagon Patriots fans. And I'm cool with everybody. You know, I get sports is kind of that thing where people banter. You know, people look forward to. For those who don't live in the U.S., I don't know how to kind of equate it. See, I'm a soccer person. I know you guys call it football, but if you say that in the United States, they're going to think of the egg ball, as you guys call it. So, soccer is a little different. And I watch soccer as much as anybody, you can see. But football is my first love. I grew up playing it. I played it in college. And I don't know if there's any other sport that has the emotion, the intensity of football in this sense. And hear me out. Look, I'm as passionate about as anybody. But I get to watch my team, my club I support, play multiple times a week, right? So, I just watched Chelsea lose to Manchester City over the weekend. By the time I've digested it, they play tomorrow. And then they play again on the weekend. So because the matches, it's like basketball is the same way. The matches come fast and furious. There's so many matches, you don't really have time to dwell on it. But football, we play once a week. Usually on Sunday, occasionally Monday or Thursday, but that's it. And because of that, the trash talk is so much more intense. And I trash talk with soccer. A lot of my friends support Manchester United, obviously, a very popular club. So, but it's so different. So, in football, because it's once a week, when your team loses, you gotta hear about it for the next 6 days. You can't say anything. You're done. You're cooked. You're done. Right? And as a former football player, I can tell you that the emotional wave of football was so ridiculous because you are building up all week for like one day, you know? And it's so intense because you only get 12 games a year in the NFL. Obviously now there's 17 regular season games plus the playoffs. But how many matches there are in the NBA, right? 82 matches, games. Soccer, there's 40, 50, 60 matches in a year. You know, when you include the cup games, if your team's good, some of your clubs suck. But, you know, Champions League, FA Cup, League Cup. I'm talking Premier League, but there's cups in every domestic league. So there's so many matches, and yes, there's intensity like that, but because of that one, it's like controlled and so short. But anyway, because of that, whether you're in elementary school, college, whatever, all the way up to work, like your career, office talk is always about football during the season. So you come to work on Monday after Sunday and say the Cowboys, I like the Giants, play the Giants. The Cowboys beat the Giants. Every Cowboys fan, you're just constantly in your, oh, what happened, right? But there's no worse fan than that, than fans of the Dallas Cowboys. I lived in the Midwest. People out there root for the Bears, the Packers, the Rams, back when they played in St. Louis, the Chiefs, so on. Vikings, whatever. Even they were obnoxious, right? But Cowboys fans, they have this America's team thing, because that's what the Cowboys are known as. Jerry Jones called them that back in the day, so they've been known as America's team forever. And when I was a kid, the Cowboys were like the best team ever, for real. In the 90s, they won 3 Super Bowls in a row. So a lot of people in my age bracket are Cowboys fans because of that. Right? If you were born in the 80s, you probably like the 49ers or the Giants because they won 2 Super Bowls. The 49ers won a ton. So, but Cowboys fans haven't won a Super Bowl since 1995. Okay? For those who can count, that's 26 years. Some of y'all ain't even been alive that long. But they still talk like they win the Super Bowl every year. And I just find it funny because from high school all the way till now, they still have the same demeanor. And I remember arguing with Cowboys fans in high school, because, you know, fans argue, that's how it is. I'm like, y'all ain't won a Super Bowl forever. Then you're still talking. Y'all ain't been in the playoffs and blah, blah, blah. And it was nothing better. Because I had to say the same thing. Right? The Giants win the Super Bowl in 2000. They played the Ravens. They got absolutely demolished, right? Final score was like 31-3, something bad. You know, we was all excited when we was watching the game. I was a little kid, watching the game. I'm watching, looking young man, and we just got, yeah, like Ray Lewis and them. But it is what it is. Well, at least we was there, right? And that was the argument. Y'all ain't been in a Super Bowl since the 1900s, right? So they still, oh, we're America's team. Oh, and every year they're like, this year is our year. It's forever. And they're just so obnoxious about it. I know some Cowboys fans watching this. Just look. Let me, because it's funny. Whatever. Every Cowboys fan I know, my best friend growing up, Cowboys fan, right? Live across the damn street from me. Oh, Cowboys, shut up. But every Cowboys fan I know, it's like their personality trait. Like, they're like, hi, my name is Dave. I'm a Cowboys fan. Like, that's the first thing you say about yourself? So they just, every time they win, you just see the freaking star and we them boys and blah, 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 right? And my argument was you never won anything. And they said you haven't won since the, 1990? And I was like, yeah, you got me. But we went to the Super Bowl. They said y'all got beat. But we was there. But then 2007 happened. Right? Leading into the game, I'm not gonna lie, I was like, we about to get Tom Brady. It was 18-0. I was like, we finna get smoked. Like, but we got back, so we was happy. Then we messed around and won. I couldn't say nothing after that. They said, oh, but we won 3. I said, yeah, but that was like 10 years ago. But they said you only got 1 in the last. But I said, that's been 12 years and you have. You only won again in 2011. I can't say nothing now. Because no matter what, my comeback can always be, the last time you guys won a Super Bowl was 1995. They said the Giants are trash, but I still have a Super Bowl in the last. You ain't even seen one. You don't even know what it looks like. You ain't even seen your team run out the tunnel for the Super Bowl, like ever. And they can't say nothing. So, of course, it all ramped up again. The Cowboys are good again this year. They're a good team, too. I will never lie about that. Like, I'm a football purist. Like, I analyze the sport. Like, I understand X's and O's and personnel. I'm not trying to flex, but like, I played it at a high level, so I can kind of. The Cowboys are good, bro. They have some ballers. They have a lot of talent, but they're still the Cowboys. So when it comes down to it, something stupid is liable to happen, and they're gonna choke. So of course, Saturday before the game, Friday before the game, we got a Cowboys fan. I got a client who's a Cowboys fan, right? Like I said, best friend growing up, Cowboys fan. All over the Cowboys, Instagram, and my comeback was, wait till Sunday, and when they do something stupid, just think of me laughing. They ain't let me down. So, for those who didn't watch the game or don't watch the game, you can kind of follow along because I'm not talking X's and O's, I'm just kind of talking about the logistics of it. So, game starts, 49ers blitz the Cowboys. They're up like 23-7. I'm like, oh. Right? So, Cowboys being a talented team, start mounting a comeback. I'm saying, oh no, I can't let this happen. Y'all be rooting for the Giants to lose. Don't worry, we trash, but it's fine. Like I said, we got rings. Like recently, y'all ain't got nothing. Anyway, even the Eagles got a ring, bro. Even the Eagles, Nick Foles did with a suit. Anyway, so fourth quarter, Cowboys mount to come back. Now it's 23-16. Oh no. Oh no. That was me. Oh no. Right? 49ers get the ball back because they did something stupid. So now there's a minute and a half left. Third and long. Anyway, long story short, I'm trying to get, some people don't watch football. The Cowboys got the ball back with under a minute left. No timeouts. First down. I'm going, oh my goodness. They about to march right down the field. Then the 49ers called a timeout. The clock ran. I'm going, oh no, y'all about to choke this. Don't do this to me, bro. But then I realized, I sound like Stephen A. Smith. In the fourth quarter, I said, they're going to do something. Lo and behold, 14 seconds left. Now, those who don't watch football, when you have no timeouts and 14 seconds left, if you get tackled inbounds, right? Meaning you didn't run out of bounds. I'm not like, the line's on the side. Or an incomplete pass. They throw the ball, they don't catch it. Those are the only way the clock stops. If you get tackled inside of those lines, the clock keeps running. Which means anybody with half of a brain would say throw a pass either to the end zone or close to the sideline. So if you happen to catch it, you don't fall down in bounds, right? And I'm watching the game, got people with me watching the game, and I'm going, look at the 49ers were trying to stop them from getting out of there. The middle of the field was wide open. And I'm going, 49ers have been playing smart. And people like, look at the big thing in the middle of the field. I'm going, that's what they want them to do. So the Dallas Cowboys, in their wisdom, decide to run the ball with the quarterback right in the middle of the field. Dude gets tackled, and the clock runs out before they can even stop the damn clock. And I am cracking up. They never let me down, bro. Cowboys fans, I know y'all sick right now. Listen, we didn't even make the playoffs. We was 4-13. Okay, coach got fired. We're a bag of trash. We can't even get in. I know this. So, but at the end of the year, and this is my argument now, y'all always sitting right next to us watching the damn Super Bowl. Y'all gonna keep doing it. And to make it even funnier, the Cowboys fired their old coach. Okay? Guy goes by the name of Jason Garrett, who coached the Giants last year on the offense. Got fired. Wasn't very good at it. But he did it. But they fired him. And the big reason why they fired him was because they felt like in the playoffs they needed somebody with a little better game management and someone to guide them through the tough stuff, and their new coach did the same stupid shit. Oh, you love it. Sorry. Y'all be so hyped, bro. But y'all talk the most trash out of any fan of any team, right? Jets fans don't do it. Giants fans don't do it. Washington football team fans don't do it. Even the Eagles. And the Eagles fans were annoying. Not like Dallas. Dallas gotta put the star on your page and your Instagram page and your profile and like t-shirts and stop, bro. Like, you can just be happy you won, but y'all ain't got to just. And that's why there's footage all over the internet of 49ers fans laughing their way out of the stadium and Cowboys fans trying to fight them. You know what kind of people do that? You know what kind of people resort to insults and fighting? People who know they feel stupid. Y'all know how it go, right? Two people start arguing, somebody say something, everybody, oh, because you feel dumb. Somebody might throw a punch at you because you feel dumb and you can't say anything. So you just lash out. And that's what all y'all been doing for the last 24 hours. Don't be mad at me. I don't lose a damn game. No. Listen. My team won 4 games this year, bro. Lost to the Cowboys twice. Can't beat nobody. We scored 14 points in the last 4 games of the season. Our quarterback threw for 10 yards in a whole game. You know how embarrassing that is? That's bad. You know how fans, you know how bad it is? Let me tell you this. Alright, the Giants were astronomically bad. I can talk about my team because I don't care. Like, my team loses, they win, whatever. I still ride or die. I don't get mad. You can tell me we tried. We are. So, the Giants, quarterback. Okay? First of all, their first string quarterback was not the best player in the world. Did we draft him top 6 in the draft? A couple, yeah, sure. Yeah, we thought he was going to be, not so much. But he, But he got hurt. So we had this guy named Mike Glenn. I don't understand what they were thinking. Like, you went into the season, you couldn't find anybody, anywhere, to do a better job than what that was. So, my man threw for 20 yards in a game. Now, he got hurt. So, we ended up with a man that goes by the name of Jake Fromm. And Jake Fromm was awesome in college. He played at Georgia. He's actually a good player. Leader, winner, that kind of gutsy, like moxie, that kind of player, you know. Not like the strongest arm, but smart. Problem was, Jake Fromm, played for the Bills the whole damn year. He was the 4th string quarterback, and we ain't have nobody, so we just signed him off the practice squad. And hey, I know you don't know the plays and shit, just go ahead in there and don't make us look stupid. Which is a hard job. So I'm not going to say Jake Fromm is bad. He got put on a bad deal. You got put on a bad team with a bad playbook that you didn't understand yet because you only been there for a week. And now you got to go out there and win this game. That ain't going to work out too well. You know how fans watch games, right? You know, any game you watch, NBA, soccer fans, like, right? And you watch and you be like, I could have caught that. Probably not. I know people say that, but probably not. You know, I know people like to rip on my man Aguilar from the Eagles. He's had some pretty not so plays, but I think what people don't realize is it ain't easy. And I'm not saying he shouldn't have caught it because he's a professional athlete. But you, man sitting on the bench, the couch watching the game that played JV football in high school, like, you probably wouldn't catch it either. But in this case, right, because I was watching the game with a bunch of Giants fans, and there were people saying, I could have done that job. Right? Like 3 of 20. Three completed passes out of 20 attempts for like 10 yards. And no touchdowns and like 4 interceptions. And for once, the fans were right. Now, I've never played quarterback. I only played quarterback in high school a little bit. But who the hell didn't? But I think I could have did that. I think that I could have got lucky and completed the 2 passes. I could listen. I'm not trying to heap on because this is hard. That's a tough. They put him in a tough position. But I couldn't have played that bad. For once, I was like, for real. I was like, listen, I don't know how much he's making, but you pay me, I don't know, like $10,000. NFL, that ain't nothing. Like, for us, yeah. Pay me like 10 grand, bro. I'll go out there and I'll sling that thing for 4 quarters, bro. I could throw 4 picks too. I'll cost nothing, bro. You ain't even got to give me insurance. I'll take the risk. That's all I was thinking watching the game, bro. I'm like, yo, I could have did this for much cheaper. Much cheaper. I could have been horrible for a lot less money. But in all seriousness, you know, I know a lot of people do it. You watch sports, you know, make the shot. Or like in soccer, people miss a goal. I could have made that. I probably should never have to say this, but I'm going to say it anyway. I don't know if anybody in here does this kind of stuff watching. But there are some crazy fans out there who get so mad that they start making threats to the player on Instagram or Twitter or whatever. Or threatening their family. Chill out, bro. Number one, it ain't that deep. I don't care if they lost you 18 fantasy football points or you decided to make a bet and you lost a bet because of it. That's still no reason to threaten a player's family, loved ones, the player himself. Like, it ain't that deep. The guys in the locker rooms, or women, if you watch women's sports, they want to win more than you do. So, chill out. You can be upset if your team lost. Right? My team loses, I don't feel good about it. Right, my team wins. Right, I'm Chelsea FC. I've supported them for hell since about 2000, like in the 2000s. That's when I started watching soccer. And they won the Champions League in last year. I was in my house by myself because I couldn't watch with anybody. I was too nervous. And when they won, I screamed and jumped out of the window. Yeah. So I understand that kind of stuff. Right? I understand the nerves and the. But it's a game. Like, yeah, when one of your players or on your team makes a stupid play, I can think of, you know, one that really gets under my skin. The Giants played the Eagles a long time ago. This was back when Tom Coughlin was the coach. It was about 10 years ago. And they were about to go into overtime, playing the Eagles. It's always the Eagles. And all I had to do was punt the damn ball. There was like 2 seconds left. And I saw the coach read his lips. He said, do not punt this ball in bounds. Right? Deshaun Jackson, he plays for the Raiders now. But back then he was on the Eagles. He used to destroy the Giants. And everybody watching, myself included, is going, do not kick the ball to Deshaun Jackson. The coach on the sideline told the punter, do not kick the ball to Deshaun Jackson. 2 seconds left. The ball is snapped. Man kicks the ball. It takes 1 bounce and it goes right into Deshaun Jackson's hands. And I said, oh no. And lo and behold, Deshaun Jackson made 3 guys miss, ran past the punter, scored. Then he ran all the way to the end zone, but he stopped. And then he took a left. Like when you play Madden and people do that stuff to you, right? You play Madden and somebody they score, but they don't score. They run into the sideline and they start doing. He did it in real life, bro. Yeah, I was salty. That punter, boy, bro. Like, come on, man. I know his name, so I'm not gonna say it. You know why? Because I couldn't have did it, and he didn't want to do it. He screwed up, and it sucked. But under no circumstance did I ever think of hopping on the internet and threatening him or his family. Never. Which I've seen people do. So, again, if you're one of those people, I understand passion, but that's not passion. That's psychosis. Don't threaten people. You know, it's not funny. It's not cool. It's not anything. Don't threaten people on the internet. I know there's people watching my videos that have said stupid stuff. Y'all probably wouldn't see it because I blocked them from the channel. Like, somebody continuously crosses it, because I have a lot of line steppers. There's people, like, you can say whatever, but when you cross a line, if it's too far, it's instantly, like, blocked from the channel. If it's borderline, or I'm like, yo, can you stop? And you keep going, you're gonna get blocked from the channel. Because I just don't like that stuff, you know? Like, I understand that when you're a fan of something, and I'm not saying you're a fan of me, but, you know, usually haters are your biggest fans, but fan of a sport, whatever. I understand that, like, you did the involvement. Fan is short for fanatic for a reason. But, like, I think there's something that people don't realize when it comes to professional athletes. And you can go down the line to musicians, actors, and all kinds of stuff, all the way to content creators, which are, depending on the level of them, are like pseudo celebrities, and some of them are celebrities. But when you're a content creator, there's people watching you. There's a lot of people watching you on a daily basis. And I think that a lot of people forget that, like, these are all people here. Like, I'm a person. Like, the people that other YouTubers and, you know, content creators or actors or athletes, they're people. Like, people have people problems outside of content or being an athlete, you know? Like, and people lose that fact. You know, I said before it was a long day, and I'm not going to get into it because I don't want to, it doesn't involve me, it just involves people around me, and I don't put people's business out there, but there's some stuff going on, and I feel horrible in this situation, and, you know, I have to continue to just put on a face and smile and all kind of stuff, and it makes me forget to talk in front of the camera and stuff, but at the same time, when people say rude ass shit to you, considering what I'm going through on the outside world, like, I'm not trying to hear that shit, you know what I'm saying? And people forget that. Right? They just see a guy in front of the camera, or they see, you know, a guy in some football pads and whatever. Like, you don't know what people are going through. That's why I don't talk trash to people. Like, I'll just block you if you're going to be too, for like, whatever. Because you don't know what people are going through. You know, like, you really have no idea. Some of you guys have kind of said you've been going through some stuff, and my content helps you and stuff, and that's a big reason why I do it. But that's why I try not to be rude to people. You know, unless you cross the line, I might say something, but probably going to block you. But that's why I don't, because there's just so much stuff that people just, like, forget. Like, I kind of, in the last 4 years, because of social media, like Instagram, my Instagram channel is, like, I had 100,000 followers probably since last year. And I didn't realize the stuff I'm saying until I was on the other side of the fence. And you kind of don't realize it. And a lot of other content creators that I talk to, a lot of other people that I watch, all say the same thing. Like, you really don't know what these people are going through. And it can be very dehumanizing. You know, being a professional athlete is the same thing. I saw a player, I think he was a player in the Cowboys. I think it was a dude that had a holding penalty or an offside or something. He was a lineman. And he tweeted something. He was like, you know, you can be mad at me all you want. I understand I screwed up. Even then, he still owned up to it, right? And then he was like, but don't threaten my family. Like, he's got a wife and kids, and people are talking trash to his kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's wild to me. And I know that I signed up for this, and people, that's why people are like, yo, how come you don't put your, you know, your mom or your dad, or, because if you talk shit to my parents, bro, I can't kick the shit out of you because I can never see you. And I'm not going to subject them to that. I, for lack of better words, signed up for this, so I have to get treated like a non-human sometimes. It comes with the territory, and I know that, but they don't. They didn't sign up for it, you know? And my best friend, he's on the channel, but he doesn't read the comments sometimes, you know? So he doesn't really subject himself to it. And I know people are like, you know, he should make a channel. Like, you gotta be built for this shit. I'm being honest. If you're an aspiring, whatever, content creator, you wanna be a singer or whatever, you better grow some thick ass skin, because people will talk to you like you are not a person, you know? And I probably said that a billion times, but you for real, like, that's the biggest advice that I can give to somebody as far as, like, the mental state. Like, don't lose yourself in this shit, because you can lose yourself in the fame, right? You start, like, because people constantly will tell you, you know, how good you are, and, you know, you forget, like, you start thinking that you can do no wrong. Like, I don't care if you have 1 million followers, 10 million, a billion, like, it doesn't matter. You're still a person, and you can still screw up. So you've got to, like, you can't let the fame get to your head and anything. You know, even on my level of whatever, like, do I get recognized when I go out? I'm not like trying to flex, but I'm not joking with you. Every time I go out with my friends, people come up to me. Every time. You know, and I'll say hi. Some people want to take pictures. I'm not trying to say this because I don't really talk about this kind of shit, but it does happen, right? If I go out on Friday with Sam or whatever, every time I'm out, someone will come up to me and, yo, you're that guy, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yo, what's up, man? How you doing? Like, you know, no one's rude, and I'm not rude to them. Sometimes people are inebriated and they're a little too touchy. You know what I'm saying? I don't like being touched by people I don't know, but I take it in stride, you know, and you've got to be ready for that kind of stuff. Because a lot of other people might let that shit get to their head and start being like, oh, well, I'm cool and just start flexing on people. Like, you've never heard me talk about stuff like that. Once in a while, if somebody like, yo, and somebody, but I don't do that kind of stuff. You know, I don't talk about things I do behind the scenes. You know, I don't talk about private conversations I've had with some of you guys who have messaged me on Instagram because you're going through stuff. And, you know, I kind of just give you some words of advice. I don't talk about that kind of shit, you know, but at the same time, there's another side of the coin where people talk to you like you're not a person and people tell you how much you suck or worse. You know, abuse of, I don't even want to say some of the stuff. That's why I stopped live streaming Instagram, because there's a lot of people out there who like saying N-word related type of stuff. And I'm not here for that kind of stuff because, first of all, I smack the shit out of you in real life and I can't do that on this camera. You know what I'm saying? But that's like the kind of the advice I try to give people kind of stuff. So don't let that shit get to your head. Either way, like, stay even keeled, because you can get down and you can get up, right? You make a video, it don't pop, you get sad. You make a video, it starts banging, you get gassed. Like, don't do any of that stuff. Just kind of take it in stride and stay the same. But I just want to touch on that because I saw that tweet from that Cowboys player. I was like, yo, don't talk shit about people's family, bro. I don't talk shit on the internet. Like, I don't know. I'm a 90s kid, bro. Like, you talk shit in the 90s, like, some of you was gonna fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just what it was. You was fighting. Yo, I heard somebody was talking shit. Oh, I'm coming. There's a fight. That's how fights start 90% of the time, right? And sometimes it ain't even true. I've had fights, and I'm not joking. I got in a fight once when I was in college. When I was a freshman, because one of my older teammates, right, I was a freshman, another freshman, he thought it was funny because people were making fun of this kid's name, and he told the kid that I said something. I never said shit. I didn't even fucking know what they were talking about. And the kid comes up to me and pushes me. So we fought. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. By the time the smoke cleared and we realized what the hell's going on, the kid's in the back laughing. And I'm like, fuck. And you know what I'm saying? That's how people are, though, man. That was real life trolling. That's a real life troll. But at least there was consequences for that. Because you know what happened? Me and the kid who was fighting turned around and fought him. That's a whole other story, but I don't fight no more. I'm too old for that shit. Anyway, I've been talking for a long time. Tomorrow I'm cooking again. I don't even know what. It's been a real hectic. I don't even talk about it. But anyway, I'm going to keep grinding because that's what I do. The only controllable thing when it comes to your goals is your hustle. Remember that. You want something, you got to hustle. That's why I'm on camera, because that's what it is. I'm here for the long run. I love you guys. We'll be back tomorrow. More content. The hand signs, they made it to YouTube.